Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. This week we're going to be breaking down Sun Salutation C. I had some requests after the last video to do Sun Salutation tutorials. I think Sun Salutation C is kind of a softer, more feminine and flowy Sun Salutation. It's not quite as power yoga influenced, and there's a lot of awesome ways to modify and build on it. So that's what we're going to start with today. We're going to start out taking it slow and then add on a little bit in the middle. I'm going to have blocks available. If you'd like to practice with blocks, grab some. If you don't have blocks available, you can use books or skip them and modify however you need to. But there's a lot of stepping forward and back in and out of your downward facing dog. So just be aware of that if you need to create some more space between your body and the mat, blocks are a nice way to do that. We're going to get started today standing in mountain pose. So come to the top of the mat, root down through the feet, feel the inner and outer edges of the top of the foot, the outer arch and the heel. Engage the core and lift up. Slide the shoulders down the back, lift the crown of the head, close your eyes, and take a few deep, slow breaths in and out. Into the ribs, the lungs, the low belly. Let the breath be equal in length and in power as you inhale and exhale. And the next time you inhale, we'll reach the arms overhead, look up, and lean back slightly through the upper body for a standing back bend. As you exhale, forward fold here. Hands can come to the earth or the blocks. You can bend the knees if you prefer. Keep rooting down evenly through both feet. When you inhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze forward. This is a flat back here, or some teachers call it a half lift or half monkey pose. The purpose of this is to create distance between your ribs and your legs so that the second time you fold just a little bit deeper. So we're here and we breathe in. When you exhale, fold just a little bit deeper. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, come down onto the right knee. Back toes can be tucked or toes pointing straight back, but don't let those toes hook inward. When you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, keep the low belly pulling in and up, and lift your heart up towards the ceiling. Press down evenly through both feet and send the hips forward. The next time you exhale, hands frame the left foot, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. I'm going to move my block so you can see this next part. So our vinyasas today will be lowering down through knees, chest, chin. That's the traditional Sun C vinyasa. We're going to change them up as we go, but if at any point you want to go back to this variation, feel free. So we'll inhale, shift the shoulders forward over the wrists into a plank. When you exhale, lower the knees, keep the butt in the air, lower the chest. Inhale, scoop the heart forward and up. Come into cobra pose, pressing the tops of the feet down into the earth, pulling the heart forward. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, engage the arms and both legs, pull in and up on the low belly. The next time you inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, lower the back knee to the earth. And then use your next inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Again, sending the hips forward, grounding down through both feet, and then engaging the core so we're not breaking into the middle of the back. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot forward and fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway again, create space between the ribs and the thighs, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, standing back bend. Press down through the feet, reach up. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, create length and space. Keep that space as you fold, stepping the left foot back and lowering the back knee. Inhale, reach up with the arms and the upper body. Give yourself a moment here to settle in. Think about pulling the right heel and the left knee towards one another, if that makes sense. So that's going to square our hips and create this lower body muscle engagement here. Take the hands down from the right foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Pointer fingers point forward, triceps wrap back and down, core stays engaged. Inhale, shift forward into your plank. Exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin. So the knee is lower, the chest lowers. Scoop it forward and up. Press the pubic bone and the tops of the feet into the earth. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. This is a great place to use your blocks. We're going to step the left foot to the top of the mat as we exhale. See these blocks helping me create some distance to step that left foot forward with ease. Lower the right knee down to the earth. And then again, find that slight back bend in your low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the left foot. Step the right foot to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, lift halfway, shoulders back, core engaged. Exhale, fold a little deeper, let all the breath out. Upward salute, standing back bend if you choose, look up. Exhale, mountain pose. Hands can come to the heart or down to the sides. So I'm a little sweaty. It's warm in here and it's hard to talk and move at the same time, so bear with me. That's your basic Sun Salutation C. We're going to continue to do that on both sides, but we're going to be adding poses after the lunges on each side. So if any enhancement or anything that we add feels like too much or your body's just not up for it, feel free to dial it back or stay in any of the earlier postures that we did. So back to the top of the mat, find your strong mountain pose. When you inhale, reach up, look up, lift the heart, standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold, engage the core as you lower. Inhale, lift up halfway, create length in the upper body. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back and lower the knee. So this part's all the same as what we did before. Use an inhale to rise up, reach the arms overhead, keep the core engaged. We're going to take a twist over the left side when we exhale. So I'll give you two options for a twist. Option one is to take the right hand to the earth or to a block and reach the left arm up and overhead, twisting from the upper chest. Option two is to take a prayer twist. You'll hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, touch the palms at prayer, and spin your heart towards your hands. Unwind your twist, reach both arms up overhead, breathe in, and then exhale, frame the left foot. Step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward into a plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose, roll the chest forward and up, shoulders slide down the back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. We're going to switch this side up. Breathe in, step the right foot up between the hands. Keep your left hand on the ground or on a block and reach the right arm for the ceiling. So this time we're keeping our lunge nice and high. Both hips are even and both legs are engaged. We'll take the right palm, flip it to the back of the room, and then wrap the right arm down behind the back. Roll the right shoulder deeply onto the spine. Unwind your twist, plant the right hand on the earth, step the left foot forward and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold. Reach up, breathe in, lift the heart and the gaze. Exhale, right back down, second side. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back this time, low lunge, lower the left knee, reach the arms up overhead. So before you twist, feel stability first in your foundation. Nice strong legs pulling in and up. And then take your twist of choice on this side. So again, hand can go to the block, right arm can reach back, or you can take a prayer twist. Left elbow goes to the outside of the right knee. Shift the heart towards the palms. Look over the right shoulder if it's comfortable. Unwind your twist. Step the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift into plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the hands engaged fully, pressing down into the space under the first and second knuckle and dig into the fingertips. Inhale, step the left foot forward. We're keeping our lunge high this time, so right hand stays on the earth or goes to a block. The left arm is going to reach up and overhead, Keep both hips even. Face the palm to the back of the room and wrap. Roll the shoulder deeply onto the spine and keep the back leg, the right leg, strong and lifted. One more breath. Plant the left hand, step the right foot to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up, standing back bend, keep the core engaged. Hands at the heart, namaste. We're going to do just one more round of these Sun Salutation C's and add on a little bit of balance. Then we're going to finish with a little bit of balance, some heart opening, and then Shavasana. So one last time, feet are facing forward, either big toes touching or hips distance apart. Ground down through the feet, engage the core, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, press into the shins, heart forward. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right foot back, drop the right knee to the earth, low lunge. So we already know how to set up our lunge. This time we're going to take the arms out wide and then wrap the right arm under the left for eagle arm. So you cross at the elbows and then at the wrists. If this isn't accessible or doesn't feel comfortable, you can press the backs of the palms together, or you can give yourself a big hug here. Wherever you are, shoulders away from the ears, lift the biceps so they're about parallel to the floor, and then we're going to send the hips and the heart forward and up, pressing firmly down into that back foot, so either the toenails or the toes are tucked. Stay here and keep breathing. Find lift in the heart, find strength in the back. Keep this back bend, unwind the arms and reach the hands back. Take the hands to the earth or the blocks. We're going to send the hips back and straighten into the left leg. Now this left knee might not straighten completely, and that's okay, but we're not going to sink back on the right heel. We're going to keep both hips facing forward, pulling back in space, point the left heels to the ceiling, or the left toes, not the heels. We're going to take 3 breaths here to deepen. So if you've been in class with me before, then you've probably done this. This is my favorite way to deepen into any sort of intense fold. So we're going to fold forward like 20% of the way until we feel sensation. And then we're going to breathe in and back up a little bit. And then exhale, fold a little deeper. Breathe in and back up. Keep the hips squared forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, back up. And then fold to the deepest level that feels comfortable in your body here. Stay here. Send the hips forward, come back into your neutral low lunge. Plant both hands, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. This time I'm going to lower through chaturanga. You can keep knees, chest, chin if you prefer that. So inhale, shoulders over the wrists. Engage the core, squeeze the inner thighs together, lower down, either chaturanga or your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. So up dog, hips are lifted, thighs are engaged and lifted. I'm pressing into my toenails. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to switch up the second side again. When you inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Come into a lifted high lunge. So we're coming all the way up. Keep both hips facing forward. Keep both legs firmly engaged. I know it's kind of a wobbly lift up there. So we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the shoulders back and down. Lift up through the heart. Stay here. Engage the core. We're going to come into bound warrior 3 from here. So keep this bind in the hands and the arms. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Bring the weight into the right foot. Float the left foot off the earth and fold so that you look like a capital letter T. The heart, the heart shoots forward. The left foot shoots back. Keep that left leg engaged. Pull in and up through the core. One more breath. Release the hands. Reach forward. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. High lunge. Nice job. I mean, I'm sure you did a nice job. I know I'm not watching you, but I bet you did a nice job. Plant the hand, step the left foot forward and fold. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Standing back bend. Press down through the feet. Engage the core, lift the heart. Go right back down on the exhale. Step the left foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. I skipped our halfway lift. That was not intentional, so do one if you need to. We're coming into our low lunge here. Again, we're gonna take the arms out wide. This time we're lapping, what is going on? We're wrapping left under right for eagle arms. Cross at the elbows and the wrists if it's comfortable. Keep the foundation strong. Lift the biceps, shoulders down, the heart and the gaze lift up. Stay here, but release the hands and reach straight back. Keep pressing down through that back foot. Stay strong. Exhale, plant the hands, send the hips back. Work the right leg towards straight. So the right toes go to the ceiling, the hips go back, keeping them even, sending them right over that left knee. 3 breaths here. When you exhale, fold a little bit. Inhale, back up. Fold a little more. Back up. Last one. Inhale, lift. When you fold here, imagine pulling your heart towards your toes and sending your right hip back in space. Breathe. Come back to your neutral lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Again, through this vinyasa, you can do knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whatever your upper body is calling for here. So breathe in, shift forward, strong core. Exhale, lower down through your vinyasa of choice. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra if you liked that one better. Exhale, downward facing dog. The hips go up and back. The core stays engaged and strong. Firm up the arms. Step the left foot to the top of the mat and come into a high lunge. It's okay if you wiggle on your rise up. I usually fall like 1 or 2 times. I know it's not a very easy transition. So this time we're going to interlace the hands again. Put the opposite thumb on top so it might feel a little awkward behind the back. Roll the shoulders away from the body. Engage the core. Stay here for a moment. Feel your foundation. Pull in and up through the inner thighs and the pelvic floor. Press the weight into the left foot. Find warrior 3 on this side. So the heart goes forward. Right foot goes straight back. So we're in a straight line here with the upper body, keeping the back engaged. Keep breathing. It's okay if you're shaking, hypothetically. Release the hands, reach them straight forward. Soften the left knee. Step the right foot back. High lunge, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the left foot. Step forward and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold deeply. Standing back bend. Inhale, rise up. Woo, mountain pose, hands at the heart or the sides. So this isn't quite as gentle as last week's video was. I'm definitely sweating a lot more, but that's okay. I want to be able to keep amping these up for you guys so that we learn to build our practices safely. So we're going to finish with standing balance. We're going to come down for a nice restorative bridge pose and then Shavasana. So our standing balance today is a tree pose. I like to teach tree pose starting on your awkward leg. So most of us lift the right leg right away just out of habit. But my friend Sarah said that in her personal practice, she likes to switch up the starting legs. So I've started teaching it that way. It really takes you out of your comfort zone and keeps you in the present moment. So whatever your intuition is, go to the other foot. Turn your branch leg, so this is my trunk, this is my branch. Turn your branch leg out. Know that this is a hip opener. So external rotation of the hip as far as you're comfortable. You can keep your toes on the ground if you choose. You can slide the foot to the inner shin, or you can bring the foot up and over the knee. Just don't press into the inside of the knee. A pro tip here for you is to press your foot into your standing leg just as firmly as your standing leg presses into your foot. So both sides are squeezing in, everything is lifting up. Anything you want to do with the arms is welcome here. I like to reach them up overhead. It kind of helps me stay tall rather than worrying about gravity pulling me out of this. But you can bring hands to the heart, you can bring them down to the sides, whatever you want. You've got 2 more breaths. My standing leg is shaking right now. I hope yours is too. All right, we're gonna come out of this. Set your branch leg down, shake out your tree trunk, and then switch sides. So turn your other branch out, external rotation from the hip. Press down into the standing foot, and then lift your branch as high as you want to. If you fall out of it, give yourself grace, come right back into it. Ooh. Maybe this leg's gonna stay low for me. This is a great lesson too, because we're asymmetrical. So one side always balances better than the other side. One side always works better. It's just the way our bodies are. And knowing how to work with that and modify for that is super important. Also having humility on the mat and in our yoga practice. So if this is where I am today, this is still really hard for me to rotate outward and find the balance in my standing foot. So it might look like the beginner's version, but it's still a challenge. I'm still kind of wobbly. Go ahead and come out of that when you're ready and shake out your trunk. Good job, trunk. We're gonna come all the way down onto our seats. Whew. And then if you have a block, bring a block with you. If you're using books, that's cool too. We're gonna do just a restorative bridge pose to cool down before Shavasana. If you don't have a block, you can do a traditional bridge pose if you'd like. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. All right, so lower all the way down to your mat. And then just drop the knees from side to side, windshield wipe out the legs. Work any tension out of the low back that you might feel. If you want to take a little twist here, you can, remaining on one side for a few breaths and then on the other. And then when you're ready, we're going to press into both feet, lift the hips and slide the block underneath our sacrum, that flat triangular bone at the base of your spine. And then roll the shoulders onto the back, palms face up, and just lie here for a few breaths. Again, if you don't have a block, you can come into traditional bridge pose if you'd like. So what that looks like without the block is pressing evenly into both feet. Slide the heels back as close to your butt as you can. Press into both feet. Lift through the heart first, so arch the heart upwards, and then lift the hips. And you can stay here for a few rounds of breath too. Breathe deeply in and out of the low belly. Feel the upper body start to relax and slow down. And then when you're ready to come out of this, if you've got a block, slide the block out of the way. Otherwise, we're going to lower from the top vertebrae down. Reach your feet and hands up for the ceiling, roll out the wrists and the ankles, and wiggle the fingers and toes. Lower everything down to the earth. If you'd like to take a Shavasana here, this is when you would come into that. If there's anything else that your body requires, take the next few moments to find that at your own pace. I'm going to close our practice before my Shavasana. So while you're making your way into something more comfortable and organic for your body, whether it's an inversion or Shavasana or seated meditation, I want to thank you for showing up today, for joining me and trusting me with your practice. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. If you have any questions or concerns, reach out to me. Know that you are supported and valued. Thank you. Namaste.